What's up guys, Cord Gamer here, and today I want to talk about the new Call of Duty Vanguard beta from this weekend. You know, when fall is here, when the leaves start turning red, the weather starts cooling down, and the Call of Duty beta drops again for the 420th time. Now, I put a decent amount of hours into the beta, and I may not have tried out every attachment on every gun, with every perk, or anything like that, but I was able to get a good general gist of what this new Call of Duty will offer this year. I want to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly aspects of this upcoming game, because believe me, Call of Duty Vanguard is a mixed bag of all of the above. If you're new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so as I come out with videos every Monday covering a variety of gaming content, but nevertheless, let's get right into it. So honestly, I have more good things to say about this game than I thought I ever would. First off are the maps. The beta included 4 maps. One of a hotel with like a big rooftop area called Hotel Royale, a ship crashed on a shoreline with a building or two called Gavudu, or whatever, how the fuck you say that, and a winter Russian like town square area called the Red Star, and a big building in the mountains called Eagle's Nest. I honestly enjoyed all 4 of these maps. Not only were they super atmospheric and really fit the World War II vibe, they were also massive and complicated and offered lots of flank routes and were just overall pretty fun to run around and try and figure out. I'm a big fan of the semi-emphasis on the destructible environments in the map as well, with the ability to shoot doors and shoot through and break certain walls and windows stuff in every map. It was really cool. The Patrol game mode was also a really cool spin-off of Hardpoint. It's very similar to Hardpoint, except that whenever the hardpoint is getting capped, it moves, so that the hardpoint is constantly rotating around the map, making you have to really think ahead and constantly taking over parts of the map just for like a little bit, like 30 seconds, before needing to rotate to the next part. It pairs really well with the quick combat loop that Call of Duty is known for. I thought the throwable arcs that appeared for like flashbangs and grenades were actually pretty cool and a neat quality of life change. I actually get to know what wall my grenade will bounce off of. Also, I'm a big fan of the assault and blitz modes. Just having more people to shoot was just more fun in my opinion. Overall, Vanguard feels like its own unique take on the COD formula, which is really cool and special and something I never thought I needed to say until I played Cold War, but I digress. Now it's time for the bad. To be fair, this first aspect could be a positive or negative, but the movement is like a little bit more sluggish Modern Warfare, with like the tac sprint and the crouch cancel mechanic, but just like a little bit slower than in 2019. It just depends if you were a fan of MW19, I suppose. Champion Hill, straight up ass. Albeit the 2 times I played it, my teammate was absolute trash and didn't help me or get any kills like at all. But it's just so annoying and inconsistent, and it's just a very messy game mode, and not a fun replacement to Gunfight. What made Gunfight fun was the fact that everyone started off the same guns, same ammo, maybe in different spots of the map, but you had an equal chance to win. Champion Hill changes that with the random buy rounds, being able to upgrade your gun on the fly, and a host of other weird mechanics for its detriment. Hashtag bring back Gunfight. While the beta was only 4 maps, I really hope in the main game there's some small to medium map variety, because it was almost impossible playing 6v6 on any of these maps in the beta. It was like playing Grozny Raid in 4 different ways because of how big the maps were. While the breakable walls and materials were cool, I think they lose some of their coolness when you can just kind of run right through them. I think Sledgehammer should change some of the wooden walls to where you have to either melee them or shoot them or throw a grenade at them to get them to blow open, making it a little bit more costly to open up those additional parts of the map. The game's overall tone and aesthetic is kinda convoluted. The weird crouch sliding mechanics and the tac sprint and just the constant arcadey muzzle flash coming from the guns contradicts the hyper-realism of the maps. It's like the game is an arcadey World War II realistic sim. It just doesn't mesh well together. Also, the shotguns in this game are straight up ass and suck. I could barely get any kills with them even in close quarter situations. My last minor complaint is the glide bomb. It replaces the Predator missile, and while pretty cool looking, is so hard to control and use effectively, at least for me. But that's about it for just the plain old bad. Now for the ugly, the worst of the worst. While this game takes some of the good things from Modern Warfare 2019's engine, it also inherits the worst traits, namely the visibility. this game has two different, distinct, and huge visibility issues. Firstly, the map design. Now, because the maps, while beautiful and breathtaking, are realistic, the buildings and even rocks and environmental shit are all super dark, which means if you're more than 5 meters away from someone and they are hiding in either a building window ledge or behind a rock, you're dead 35 out of 10 times. It is practically impossible to see or kill them unless they are a centimeter to the left or to the right too much and you randomly decide to pre-fire said window ledge or rock strongpoint. And even then, you still might not get said pre-fire kill because you can barely see what the fuck you're shooting half the time. During my first few hours of playtime, there were plenty of times where I felt like I should have gotten a kill or just not have died, and kind of just attributed my poor shot to my less than optimal Wi-Fi. However, after a while, I noticed how when ADSing and firing, there's a weird motion blur effect that's on all of the guns that makes it hard to see what the fuck you're actually shooting at. It all becomes a weird blurry mush where you can't tell what's rock and what's human even more than before. I felt better about my gamer muscles after figuring that one out nevertheless. In conclusion, honestly, this game feels a lot more polished, unique, and just better than I ever expected. I am now more interested in the game. I'm definitely not pre-ordering it. I may buy it a day after release. This game has a lot of potential to be a solid entry in the COD franchise. It's not going to garner MW2 or BO2 type fan base, but it is quite refreshing to play a generally fun, unique COD experience, at least when I can see what the fuck I'm shooting at. But what do you guys think? Does Vanguard have a chance of being actually good this year? Let me know in the comments below. If there are any topics that you'd like me to cover, put them down also, and your idea just may become a video one day. If you've made it this far, please hit that red subscribe button as I produce videos every Monday. With all of that being said, I'm JGod, and I'll see you next time.